I will never forget the first time I saw these horrors shambling out of the misty woods. Our loved ones, buried long ago, rose from their graves and began to attack the living. However, the risen dead were only the beginning.
Weakness consumes you. My power has grown.
Reader, I am Abd al-Hazir, adventurer, scholar, and researcher. I share my knowledge of this incredible world and its creatures through my insightful missives, often at grave risk to myself. Why, I was recently in Kanduras, where my tents were ransacked by vicious quill fiends. I was able to beat them up with a shoe, but a less bold man would have fared far worse.
Waited for this knowledge. Old Tristram. The outrage.
Praise the powers that be. Griswold, bless his dear heart, risked everything to bring that dear boy home from the cathedral. Though he is troubled and moody now, I am certain it will pass, and he will once again be the sweet wort we all love.
Ah, an interesting opponent.
Thank you for your help. But could you talk some...
Interesting. If he lives, his knowledge could prove you. Rathma has blessed me. I will help you find your...
We'll need to open...
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
Did you know your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons. Hidden cellar. Follow me.
Dark magic lingers here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it. Here's the key. And my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing.
Leave that to me. You'd best stay.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart.
For a long time, Uncle Deckard avoided coming back to this place. This is where Diablo drove old King Leoric mad and terrorized them. I don't know what really happened here.
How did your mother die?
Well, details are hazy, but I know that Adria was obsessed with chasing the arcane. She knew she could never raise a child. Uncle Deckard believes that the madness and horror of her life finally caught up with her.
This soul is not yet at rest. The star fell below. My power has grown.
Devious little goblins have been robbing our merchants. When pursued, they simply open portals and disappear with the most aggravating chuckle. The peasantry seem to believe that the goblins serve a great demon lord known as Greed. And furthermore, that their portals lead to Greed's domain. A ludicrous notion, truly.
I can bring that down. The night embraces you. The night embraces you.
Help me! It's inside me! Inside!
My name is Lochdanon, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart. Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die.
Night embraces you. Consumes you.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this wedge hold. The Skeleton King.
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Thank you, but why did you...
I believe we can aid each other. Your niece told me.
It is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
I have found Leah's uncle, Deckard Cain. He was pursued by a creature called the Skeleton King, who blocks the path to the fallen star.
Uncle, you're alive.
Thanks to you.
Friend. I am not often called that. But I wish to know more about the fallen
The
star.
prophecy of the end days, surely...
Please, Uncle. Not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord. He lost both of his sons and his...
I will find a way to lay him to rest.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Leah, you should not dismiss the sign.
I have some... You've got to promise me you'll take good care of whatever I sell you. Leah spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife, tending the wounded.
Did you hear? Old Rumford has us down to halfway.
You are the blacksmith, aren't you?
Not now.
Death is a path all must...
Thank you. Follow me. Hey, come over here. I've got some news. I'm sorry.
Do not apologize. You belong in peace.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hedrick! Help me!
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your
There
debt.
is a way you could repay me. I seek the crown of King Leoric.
I can help you there. It's buried with his Chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town. Scavengers are ugly, pathetic creatures who survive off of carrion and corpses, too diseased to attract any other carnivores. I did once meet a raggedy fellow who claimed that he had trained one of the beasts to bring him large rats to eat. But I'm sure the story is utter nonsense.
No. creature will die. I'm afraid not.
This world can abide you no longer!
Possible.
Weakness consumes you.
Do not fear the end. My master would take pride in this. Grave beckons. All must serve the cycle.
During the last days of
That is
King
not
Leoric's
possible.
reign, even the skeletons of the ancient dead could not rest. They took up their broken armor and weapons once more, ready to cut down anything that yet drew breath. Though wasted and fragile, these creatures possess a twisted cleverness that makes them quite formidable.
The night embraces you. My master would take pride in this.
Tragedies in these lands have left many restless spirits in their wake, and they demand retribution.
No.
These spirits will take out their vengeance on any unsuspecting individual who may pass, for they believe that the blood of the living will yet restore the lives that were ripped away from them.
My master would take pride in this. I think the crown is nearby. I require a corpse for that.
The unburied are formed from human corpses that were flung into mass graves without a proper burial. This hideous amalgamation of bodies decomposes together into one being, bound by some foul magic. For all my knowledge, I could only flee from it. And I would expect any other sensible person to do the same.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Returning to town.
You found the crown? Ah, it needs repair. Should be no problem. It's good to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
There is no higher calling than serving the balance. The priests of Rathmar would welcome your aid. I have retrieved. There is no